time to bring the bass bird.
Swear I'm going big like a lineman.
Coach, the weather this time of year in the South, perfect. Fall football weather, and we've got the roof wide open here at Mercedes-Benz Stadium in the heart of Georgia. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the New Orleans Saints and the Atlanta Falcons. The final playoff push is upon us. It's Week 12 of the NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports.
Get ready, get ready, get ready. We play to win. Let's go. Check, check, watch 54, watch 54. I got you, I got you. Yo, check, check. Check 13, check 13.
The first carry now, this is Alvin Kamara. The game's first play produces 6 yards, brings up second down.
No chance.
All right, Brandon, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
Six yards on that last play. Here's second and 4.
Blue dead. Switch, switch, switch. 36, 36. Go. Mike, over. Get the ball.
Kamara. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
So after the run by Kamara, now another 1st and 10. And now here's a carry heading left. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. In trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
They'll try to throw here now. Bridgewater. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down.
But when you're going up against a talented receiver like that, you just know that they're going to bring more people to him, right? They're going to double cover him every chance they get.
I think that is what we're going to see all game long. An early taste of that double, maybe even sometimes triple coverage we might see.
Yeah, I think what they're counting on, his talent to sometimes beat that double coverage.
This is caught inside the 15. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. Michael Thomas, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. Lutz good on the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. Fielded about a yard deep. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20.
Let's go. 10-2 stop. Hey, they're scared. They're scared. Check 3. Check. Go.
Off the play fake. Eason. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Marcus Davenport in there to get him. Sack number 14 for him on the year. Back to throw. Eason. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down. Now, Charles, what's the mindset here offensively? You gave up the touchdown pretty quickly. Would it have changed if you had gotten a stop and it would be 0-0 right now, or no?
I wouldn't think so. I think in most cases, just down a touchdown, you know, I mean, we're just getting started here. It should be a long way to go. You think to yourself, stick with the game plan, all the things you worked on in practice. But you have some teams that when they get down, their natural tendency is to aggressively strike back. And let's see if they want to get outside of the game plan we expect and try and be aggressive on their first series.
Now throwing on third down there, but he cannot connect.
And third down is a key down in any game you play. And third down defense, something we've got to watch in this one. Got to be effective on the passing downs. That's a pretty good first step right there.
And now a whistle and a timeout called by the kicking team. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. This is away and a very good kick angled for the sidelines. And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds.
At their own 29-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. They'll be looking to duplicate that first drive, the one that got them that 7-0 lead.
Of course they would. I mean, look, they're on the road. So getting the 7-0 lead was huge for them, right? Imagine getting up 2 touchdowns on the road, taking the crowd out of the game. It'd be ideal.
Second and 6.
Following the pickup of 4, here's second and 6.
Stop your whining. Kill. Hey, turn it up. Check 24. Check 52. Watch the ship. Hey, turn it up. Watch the ship.
Now some movement before the snap. And we'll hear from our referee for the first time this afternoon. And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. Second down and long. Bridgewater to throw it. They'll set up the screen now to Kamara. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29.
In order for a screen pass to break big, a lot of things have to come together and be well executed, but all it takes is one small thing to go wrong and keep it from being a big game.
Set, hut, Pittsburgh, 59. Hey, watch the slant.
Third down, Bridgewater. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Tack McKinley able to get him down behind the line of scrimmage, and it will be 4th down. Here's Thomas Morstead on now to punt it away on 4th down. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds. A first half update now from Philadelphia. And the early lead there belonging to the Cardinals. We'll keep you updated on that one as it progresses. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive.
And on the first drive, 3 and out. And I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away.
And nothing but daylight ahead. 20. Touchdown, Falcons. Tevin Coleman. His 19th touchdown now on the season as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. And those are the highlight reel runs you dream of right there.
When he gets a seam and just gets through it, how about the explosiveness, the burst to get there to begin with, and then once he's in full gallop, good luck trying to track him down.
And those plays so demoralizing for the defense. Absolutely,
because you've done so much work trying to keep people in front of you. When they're past you and behind you, that's a tough one to swallow.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away.
The Saints take over. Let's go, boys. Bring it up. At their own 25-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And they're coming off a 3 and out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked.
Go to something else.
And maybe try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Now Kamara. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Here's Kamara trying to run for it. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. Officially a gain of just a yard there, but they do convert on 3rd and inches. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Bridgewater. He gets it complete to Harris. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 12 yards there, good for a Saints first down. These two teams all tied after 1. The Saints with a football here to begin quarter number 2 as they've got it with a 1st and 10. A couple of first downs on the drive already as they'll go from the 47 now on 1st down. Running with Kamara. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard. On the ground, this is Kamara. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
Off the play fake, Bridgewater. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
He kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
So second down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. On the ground, Kamara skirts by him at the 35. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. Give him 14 on that one and a first down. After he cleared the line of scrimmage, nice little hole developed.
Yeah, he got great blocking right there at the start. But how about his vision, finding the open spaces and letting his feet carry him to him?
On first and 10, Bridgewater steps away to his left, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
You know, on these types of plays, we're always looking to assess blame. Okay, where did it break down? Sometimes it's just a great play.
Here we go, D. Get off the field. Check 9, check 9. Check it back, check it back. Mike 5-4, Mike 5-4. Mike 5-4. What we got? What we got? What we got? Hey, 1-7. Check Mike 54. Mike 54.
Throwing on second down, Bridgewater. That'll be complete to Cook. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards.
And he's the epitome of what we call the move tight end. A guy that you can line up anywhere. In the slot, out wide, in tight. Doesn't really matter because he has...
Into heavy traffic and it's intercepted. Devondre Campbell, the linebacker, picks it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Brandon, this is why golfers do their best to never count a score in their head before the ball goes in the cup. This looked like a slam dunk for points on this drive, didn't it? Instead, they throw an interception, and they're going to come away empty.
Switch. Topper. Hey, orbit. And go.
Throwing on first down. Eason, this one complete to Coleman. A gain of 4 on the play, and that'll make it a second down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
On second down, it's Coleman. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. 39 yards there, a big one.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
So the line of scrimmage all the way up to midfield now as they've got it first and 10. Ito Smith, his first carry. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
It's going to be a long...
Off the bootleg, Eason. Eluding the pressure right. Going right side here, and that's complete. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
the mic. 47's the mic.
To throw on third down. Eason completes it to Coleman. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal.
I'm not sure this is how they had it drawn out on paper, but this is going to work out for them and then some, right? They've got a big chunk they've got to pick up. They decide to check it down, and he just turns into a pure athlete and makes a huge play for them.
Forced out to his left. That's caught. It's Coleman. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Tevin Coleman with touchdown number 20 on the year, and the Falcons have taken the lead. Point after, right down the middle, and that makes the score 14-7. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This fielded at the 2. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula that got them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they get this game tied up.
On second down at 4, Bridgewater nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game.
Let's go, Tackle. Let's go. We got this. We got this. 59 mark. 59 mark. Check, check. 59. 3 bucks. 3 bucks. 3 bucks. Mike's 50.
Third and long for Bridgewater. And he's got a man open. That's Allen. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2. As the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. This quarterback now 7 of 10 here in this first half, and he's got a first and 10. From the gun, Bridgewater. They complete it to Hill. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. And just a small glimpse there as to why they like this rookie so much.
And that's why they lit up a little bit in our meetings with the coaching staff, didn't
when we talked about him, they did.
Yeah, you know, they like his work ethic. You know, this guy's running every route well in the route tree and getting better at it all the time, really honing his game. They expect a pretty good jump out of him as things continue to move on.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now the Saints will use their third and final timeout as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. Third and long now after the sack, and we'll see if Bridgewater has a response. Out of the gun, Bridgewater. And that is incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything to warrant a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. He gets us away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. And this will be out of bounds, and they spot it at the 15-yard line. Not too bad.
Their own 15-yard line.
Ready to break.
About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. Time here for likely a couple plays if they want it, but with the field position what it is, maybe better suited to just sit on this one?
I'm with you totally. I would sit on it and get into the locker room and start over. But if they do decide to try and make a play, we know what the basics are. You run draw, you run screen. I would maybe run a little swing pass and try and get my lineman out in space and see if they can chop a hole into the secondary and see if he can run a little bit.
And the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
To the ground and incomplete. Marcus Williams on coverage.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
They're running it.
Not wanting to take a chance this time, they'll keep it on the ground. After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain.
A 2-yard pickup makes it 3rd and 8.
Ready. 70, Indy. Tackles. Hey, Alpha. Mike 47. Ready.
The final shot before break. Eason. And a throw there going to be incomplete. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. The Falcons back to receive. They've got the lead, and they'll get this football as the second half gets underway. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5.
General West. Go. Wide, get wide. Tighten up. 5.
Handoff, Coleman, right side. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Tevin Coleman, his 21st touchdown of the season. And the Falcons push further out in front. Still plenty of time left in the game, but now starting to pull away a little bit. Get some breathing room with that one.
And I don't want people to think that NFL locker rooms are cookie cutter, that everyone's saying the exact same thing in every situation. But I do know that all 32 teams have an emphasis on starting fast. Game, the second half, no matter what. Whether it's first 5 minutes, first 3, whatever. This was a big score to start the second half.
This is taken at the 3. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
The tackle made there by Tack McKinley. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, and that's what their job is, and really a lot of the time they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They just have to stay.
Oh, this is intercepted, intended for Hill. Picked off at the 39. There he goes, left side. And they will finally run him down, but not until he brings this one all the way back down inside the 10-yard line. Oh, and I saw the pressure coming at him. That just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it, and the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy, and can he step into a throw. And when you can't do that, oftentimes interceptions result.
You can't block me. Let's go.
They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And this play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back to the 15. That's going to go as a loss of 7, and it'll set them back for second down. 2nd and 15. Dancing to his left. And it's caught. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. A 14-yard gain there as they look to improve this 14-point lead. They come out here in the I. They've gotten it to the 1. Can they get that final yard here on 3rd and goal?
Check 25. Check 4. Check 4. Look at me. Now.
They'll try and run for it here. It's Coleman. And he will take it in for a Falcon touchdown. Tevin Coleman. Touchdown number 22 on the season. And the Falcons use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Dan Quinn's told his offense, let's try and get 2 more.
22 jet bombers. 22 jet bombers.
They'll look to throw. And this is going to be caught. It's good. And that extends their lead by 2 more. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This fielded at the 2. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started.
And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here.
The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already.
Mike's 5-4. Mike's 5-4.
To throw, Bridgewater. Allen's got it complete. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. Give him 30 yards there. From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 25-yard line. It's Hill, complete. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Try to pound it in. Kamara looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
Leads to 2nd and goal at the 6-yard line.
Mike's 54.
On 2nd and goal, Bridgewater. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal.
Check 50. Check 50. 49. Check 49. Check 49. Go. Check 37. Kill.
They'll try to run it in. It's Kamara. And he's going to be taken down here still a couple yards short of the 1st. His defense bending but not breaking. It's a gain of 3. It's now 4th and goal.
It's 4th and goal at the 2-yard line.
Still just the 3rd quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on 4th.
Mike's 5-4. Mike's 5-4. Mike's 5-4. No chance. Hey, watch that. Check Mike 54. Go.
Bridgewater on 4th down. And he's got him. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. A 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Saints make some inroads here to that deficit. Well, an all-out battle on 4th and goal, offense versus defense, and the offense won it.
And I'm just wondering what was going through the minds of the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Were they playing the run too much? Were they not focused that the whole playbook was open in that situation? Give the offensive guys a lot of credit. I just wonder what the defensive guys were thinking.
54 is Mike. 54 is Mike.
From the shotgun, it's Bridgewater. And it'll be intercepted. Devondre Campbell, the linebacker, picks him. And he is going to be stopped on the return at his own 3-yard line. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Let's go.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They are just putting things together so well here, drive after drive. They really have captured the momentum, haven't they?
They've taken momentum and pretty much not just given him a jersey, but a seat on the bench as well. Whatever do you need, you've got it, because the way they're stringing things together and creating that distance between them and their opponent is really hard to narrow that gap. And the other part is they're taking their spirit away from them, too.
Yeah, now they're just looking to add to that total. They'll roll him out right. Going to throw right side here, complete. And they'll bring him down here up at about the 22-yard line. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be 3rd down.
And, partner, I think that was a great example that not all tight ends are created equal, because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
80 weapons.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Falcons on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is going to be 3rd and 13. Off play action. Eason, he's going to look deep down the field. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off by Marcus Williams. And a great return as he gets this all the way down close to the 30-yard line. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw, because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
Following the interception, here's Bridgewater. That's caught. It's Thomas. Call that a very strong gain of 24. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. He's got it. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. That's good for a gain of 6. 2nd and goal. 2nd and goal from the 1. They'll run it with Kamara. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. Call it a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's 3rd and goal.
Well, sometimes I get caught in hyperbole, but I think they desperately need to punch this one in. They're running out of time.
Yeah, 2-score game, 2nd half. You're down here. This is the time to put it in the end zone.
Man, not going to get much better than this for an opportunity.
A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play. 3rd and goal. Again, it's Kamara. And I don't think Kamara got there. Looks like they stopped him short. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on 3rd.
I know this is your spot, partner, so forgive me for jumping in, but there's no decision right here. They have to go for it in this situation. They're down on the scoreboard. How many other opportunities are you going to get?
Yeah, I'm with you. Fourth quarter, like you said, down on the scoreboard. And remember here, a field goal virtually does them no good.
Safety's creeping. Watch out. Check Mike 54. Mike 54. Let's get it through.
Bridgewater to throw for it on fourth. And he's got it. Touchdown, Saints. A 2-yard touchdown grab as his guys are able to pull a bit closer. Big fourth down conversion for the score, and the defense, that is a tough pill to swallow.
Big time for them. How about them just deciding to go for it on fourth down? And, okay, forget the field goal, because that looked like an easy 3 points. Yeah, you might have had a defensive breakdown in there, but they pressed the issue and found a way to get it into the end zone. Give them big credit for that.
Now Bridgewater. And this is going to be intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off.
Well, as most teams do in their two-point attempt, they pass the ball. Instead, it gets intercepted, and remember, if you pick it off, you got a chance to take it all the way back, get 2 points yourself, right?
Yeah, not the case there, but that's why you got to be really careful with those throws, especially to the outside. Fielded about a yard deep. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this fourth quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on second down.
Deuce. 6-6, bullet high. Check there. Ready.
Off the play fake. Eason. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Well, that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
Yeah, blink of an eye. That happened fast, and a big sack. The Falcons on third down. 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 16. From the gun, Eason. It's caught. Jones. 30. The 20. 10. Touchdown, Falcons. Julio Jones. An 80-yard touchdown. And the Falcons push further out in front. Trying to bust out of that losing funk, and these fans have to like this. And all right, fellas, this is more like it.
And I know that if this holds up after the game, they're going to give the fans a lot of credit being at home, getting the support. But you and I both know it goes deeper than that. They had to get it together in their own facility, look each other in the eye and say, okay, what's it going to take to break this losing streak? And they really came together with a good week of practice.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. First down, Bridgewater. That's complete to his running back, Kamara. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. A Saints first down there on a gain of 11. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. To throw is Bridgewater. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. Keenan Allen, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd down. To the air again with Bridgewater. Open man, it's Allen. 14 yards is the pickup. First down, New Orleans. Bridgewater now from the 50. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. So it's Saints football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Throwing again on second down. Bridgewater. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked up by DeMonte Kazin. He was trying to get that one to Allen that time.
Partner, we always talk about possessions being at a premium in these games, and now in this situation, throwing an interception here when you have to claw your way back in, that one's going to hurt, and in a big way.
They go play action here on first down. Rolling to, and he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Trey Hendrickson. He's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. On second down, it's Coleman. And a short gain across the 15 to the 17-yard line. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2. As they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down.
Bravo. Go. Mike's 47. Look, squeeze. Switch. Leo. Shoot. Look at me. Door. Hit it.
Operating from the gun. Eason going up top. It got his man complete. It's a big play there for Atlanta. And even 50 yards. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. That one looks like he'll throw here. That's complete to Smith. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Ito Smith, his first touchdown on the year. And the Falcons push further out in front.
And to me, that touchdown allows you to start grinning widely on your sideline. I think they pretty much locked this one away.
Yeah, that's the clincher, the proverbial icing on the cake, if you will. They've gone final now in Dallas. And the Ravens now really pouring it on. If they can win that game, it would mean win number 11 for them on the season. And they're going to be set up in excellent field position up past the 45.
Even after that big-time return, it's not looking great for them today. But if nothing else, even if the miracle doesn't happen, they can turn to this play and say, hey, we can move forward. Maybe it's a building block for the rest of the season.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left, because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it, because there are a lot of people watching the body language of the guys on the field now, and if they call plays they want executed, they need to do that and do it really well. Otherwise, there could be repercussions.
We'll see how they handle the waning moments of this one. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Now a desperation throw deep downfield, and that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. Looking to go back to Thomas again, and it'll bring up 3rd down. Bridgewater to throw it. He's going to let it fly. And that is incomplete. So 17 seconds now on the clock here. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
And Allen's got it. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. But no reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory, and the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week, we'll just keep winning.
they will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points, allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for the Falcons, they move back over 500 now at 6-5. And they'll hit the road next week to take on the Chicago Bears. Meanwhile, for New Orleans, we'll see how this affects their playoff standing as they fall to 7-4 now on the year. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week.